and just kind of focus on when a patient comes into the clinic, how are you going to greet them, how are you going to address them, and how are you going to tell them what you want them to do?
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
So behind me we have a meeting of the MCV Spanish language table. We were founded last year with great support from the MCV Alumni Fund. And what we do is we meet approximately every month or twice a month. And we get students together, we give them a chance to converse in Spanish in a low-key, non-stressful environment, and also give them a chance and the tools to learn how to start practicing clinical skills in Spanish. So today we're actually practicing vital signs. The students behind me are taking each other's vital signs in Spanish and learning how to communicate their findings back to the patients.
La presión es 120 sobre 80.
Group got started because actually at my undergraduate university, I went to UC San Diego, there were a lot of language tables, and we had roughly 20 language groups that would meet once a week and just get around a conversation table and practice talking to each other over lunch. And it's one of the best ways to learn a language. One of the easiest ways to lose a language is via attrition. It just means you don't practice enough. A lot of students who come to MCV have gotten a lot of great chances to learn how to speak Spanish abroad, but as soon as they come to med school, they're busy, they're swamped, and they lose their language skills. And it's a huge, huge problem for our patient population here in Richmond and across America as we get a larger population of migrant workers and Spanish-speaking immigrants. There's not enough physicians available to treat them. So this is kind of a grassroots way of addressing the issue at hand. We actually have volunteer opportunities as well that we offer through the table. A lot of students already volunteer with places like Crossover Clinic, which is a local organization that treats a lot of Spanish-speaking patients. In addition to that, we've been working with a group called Colaborando Juntos, which is it's a community of Spanish-speaking professionals in the Richmond area that work with us to help provide Spanish language health fairs to local patients. So it's really been a privilege for us to work with them, and it gives our students an opportunity to practice their skills outside of class. When I studied Spanish this summer in Ecuador, I had a teacher that told me that the most important thing that you can know is how to speak to someone respectfully and politely, and even more important than speaking to them correctly. So most of the phrases I know are things that involve just polite introductions, polite ways to ask for things. For instance, using the subjunctive to say, "Es posible que me diga," is it possible that you could tell me? Filling in that information at the end. Or, "Es posible que me traiga," is it possible that you could bring me something? In the clinic, I think one of the most useful ones is just telling a patient to relax, relájese por favor, or asking them politely to sit down, siéntese por favor. So those are probably the top ones that I would think of. Por favor is obviously a great one, please, and also gracias, thank you.